Welcome back, everybody. Today, we have a little bit of a vlog, a little bit of a ball demo, a little bit of me drilling some new pieces for the Lucy and drilling some new pieces, fill out the arsenal. Brunswick came out with some new balls, and I will say it's not always important to buy every ball or drill every ball, but it's important to know what they do. That way, whether it's like me, I'm gonna throw them, or maybe some of you guys out there, you're watching this video, it's important to know what they do. That way, when you go in bowl league or you go in bowl a tournament, you're informed on like, oh, that's what that ball does. So maybe I have something similar in my bag, or maybe I need to do something else to match up. So for me, I would hate to go to the Lucy. I have an Intel Pearl, I have a warning alert, or an Intel Tor, I have a warning alert, I have a bunch of these types of bowling balls. And I would just hate to go to the Lucy and watch somebody throw these balls and beat me when they're sitting in my house and I know exactly what, and I just should have drilled them. The worst thing I could do is not drill it and then watch the ball look awesome at a tournament that I go to. At least if I drill it and I decide that the ball is not for me, or maybe that the ball is not making the trip, at least that's on me and I've done my due diligence to drill the ball. But today, we're talking practice, we're talking drilling, we're talking a lot of stuff. I gotta film the warning alert and the combat solid for Brunswick, so I have to film like a different style ball video than I usually do on my own, where I gotta compare, contrast, tell them where it fits in my bag, and then from there we'll get to practicing. All right, I just filmed a Brunswick ball video about the combat and the warning alert. Now I also have the Evil Eye, the Intel Tor, which is a ball that I am really looking forward to throwing. A little smaller core, solid cover stock, symmetrical ball. A ball that has always looked good for me and for many, many people out there. So let's throw it. Let's throw all these pieces, kind of tell you guys what I go through when I'm looking through these, seeing, hey, is it gonna make the bag? Is it gonna go to tournaments? Is it gonna go to league? Is it gonna go to none of them? And it's just gonna be used as a good practice ball and a good test ball to test other balls against. For me, I've already thrown the Combat Solid and Warning Alert. The Warning Alert is absolutely a league killer. The Combat Solid is a tournament specialty. It is smooth, it is continuous, it is gonna come out the bags game 1, 2, 3. If they're longer, if there's more oil in the lane, it'll for sure be out there on house shots as well. So for the Warning Alert, when they're hooking, money. If the lanes are toasty, money. Late in the block, when the fronts start to go for me, money. Evil Eye Pearl, Intel Tor. Well, these bad boys still got lines. They still got stickers. I haven't thrown a single shot with these balls. So shot number 1, I guess, right here. Whoever made that ball, pay him extra. Give him bonus. Give him bonus dollars. I drilled every single ball with a 1.5 or a 2-inch pin, except for this one. This one I put a 5-inch pin on. Why? Bigger core, pearl ball. I think if I put a 1.5-inch pin on every ball, they would all not perform quite as money as I might need them to be. I think it'll fit a different spot in the bag. The Warning Alert will fit the bottom of the bag. These other two pieces, I don't get to throw a lot of reactive balls unless they're drilled super smooth, which is why the 1.5-inch pin comes into play. I can still hook them. They still finish through the pins, but if I drill them like this, sometimes they jump across the middle of the lane. So when I'm really hooking the lane a lot, sometimes they don't go all the way to the left like I want them to, and they just jump across and go Brooklyn or go through the face when I don't throw it that bad. So this, I don't know. Bigger ball, should be smooth, a smoother pearl ball. Yeah, I'm just trying to get 5-inch pin on it and see if it's something I could get thrown again. I'm going 5 right of that Intel Solid though, or the I put my fingers in the ball and it just felt like I drilled it wrong. No, we're good. My hand was just sitting in it funky. All right, back on this Intel Tor though, come on now. I am so excited about this one. Let's go 2 and 1 right. Yeah, it's the 1-inch pin. That's where it comes into play right there. Yep. A lot of times when you do the 1-inch pin thing, I end up having to switch through balls a lot quicker because like that one, last shot was really good. But when I move a little bit right, it's just not quick enough to come back. And that's where the evil eye would come into play, or the warning alert would come into play. So I'm actually gonna throw the evil eye the same spot I threw that Intel solid, or the Intel Tour. Instead of a 1-inch pin, maybe a 2.5-inch pin on that, get it a little stronger. Yeah, and that's where like I saw that ball pick up in the middle of the lane, which is where it should fit. Sometimes I have trouble with it picking up across the middle of the lane, but sometimes you need it to pick up across the middle lane, and that's where that one is going to fit. It's gonna be that upper middle part of the bag where the solid balls become too smooth, start doing a little bit of that down lane where they just wiggle down lane and don't kick again. That's where that ball comes into play. Throw that one again, same spot, same shot, maybe a little bit slower. Money. And firm. Got a little more juice down lane. Gotta go back right with it. Yeah, Intel, a little smaller cord in this combat, was able to hold the line a little bit better, but should keep moving right. Even though I'm throwing harder, gotta keep moving right. Money, that one was perfect. The Intel Tour I'm able to play a little bit slow with, or a little bit slow. I'm able to play a little bit closer to it, a little bit straighter angle. I would love to get another one. So Dave Haas, if you're watching this at Brunswick, I need another Intel Tour. You'll be seeing an email from me in about 20 minutes when I'm done practicing. Let's get one more with this Combat Solid. I think this ball is gonna be one of my favorite balls of the year. Back half of the year, favorite ball. As I said. As for this Evil Eye Pearl, I'm able to hook this one a little bit, throw it slower. Is it because of the layout? Probably. That's so bad, I literally dropped it. I legitimately dropped that one on the lane. I said today's practice was gonna be all about throwing it fast. And then the second I throw it slow, I drop one on the lane. See if I can go through the hole. Still can't do it, Kevin. Still can't do it. Let's go back to throwing it firm. See where I gotta stand to throw this one. To right of that Combat Solid, this one should pop a lot more down lane. Yeah, and it does. Gotta keep my balance. Right now for me, it's all about just throwing it hard. Gotta keep my balance though. To be consistent, you have to be on balance consistently. One strike with every ball, and then we'll be done. Gonna have to move a little left though, because it doesn't have the same overall hooking power. Bang. Didn't stay on balance, but that's why it hooked. You didn't stay on balance. You jumped out of it, and then it jumped out of it down lane. Gotta move. She's hooking. I gotta move. Bang. The cleanest, also the least amount of hook because of layout and because of bowling ball. One good one for everything we've ever worked for. Shot was good, can't complain about it. That's it right there. Pack in the bag. This combat salad here, I brought 4 balls down here. I only have 1 bag, so I'm gonna keep this combat salad here because it'd be good to practice on some more sport shots, especially that Lucy pattern next time they lay it out down here with a ball that I think will be very useful in that situation. Gonna drop Madison some Chick-fil-A at school. I will say, being a professional bowler is very hard because you travel for so much time all at once and you don't get to come home a lot. The nice part of it is when you are home, you're extra available. You don't have that 9 to 5. You get to hang out with your family. You get to, you know, drop off lunch to them at work in the middle of the day because all I did today was practice. I'm gonna go back edit some videos, but the schedule goes from not flexible at all and I have to be here at certain days and I can't miss them because there's tournaments and all that sort of stuff, to, hey, tournament season's over. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, and you have extra time, but that comes with challenges in itself of being able to, you know, make your time productive. It comes with challenges in itself, like being able to make your time productive and not just sit on the couch all day and waste times, which is where this video comes into play. I'm showing you guys a little bit about what we're doing today, drilling some balls, all that stuff, practicing, but just a little behind the scenes of what it's like to be a professional bowler. Just a little bit, just a splash, not too much, just a splash. But now, gotta go home, edit some videos, and then finish my day working out. And I gotta hang out with my dog. He's at home sleeping. But until then, to the office.